Welcome to Tech Tuesday, episode 1, a new series where every Tuesday I show you a dope piece of tech that I just think is kind of cool. And today we're going to be starting with these bad boys. At a glance, these might look like regular AA batteries, but they've got a trick up their sleeve. They're actually rechargeable via micro USB. This makes them far more convenient than traditional rechargeable batteries because you can recharge them pretty much anywhere. On top of that, they come with this octopus-looking charging cable that lets you charge all 4 of them at once. When you're charging them, they've got this light on top that'll let you know when they're charged or not. I've been loving these things and use them absolutely everywhere, specifically in my smart home devices and remotes. And the capacity of these things seems like they're just as good, if not better, than regular AA batteries, and they also make these in a AAA variant. On top of that, the price on these things is actually pretty reasonable. They're 20 bucks for a pack of 4, or about $5 each. If you want to check these out, I'll leave a link to them in my bio there. You'll find them right at the top. Anyway, despite it being a little insignificant thing, this is the kind of tech that I find kind of interesting. The little unique things that actually tend to make a big difference over a long period of time. Been absolutely loving these things. If you like this series, Tech Tuesday, please let me know. I'll definitely be continuing it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of y'all. Apple just had one of their big events where they released a whole bunch of new products. Here's a quick summary of all the coolest things they released in under 3 minutes. Starting with the most newsworthy, the Vision Pro AR VR headset. This headset is unlike a VR headset where this front glass here is actually clear so you can see the world around you and have other videos and things projected on top of it. The headset itself is intended to be a standalone computer and replace a computer or laptop. You can see here what it looks like when you have a screen overlaid on the world around you. This thing is very expensive. It's $3,500, but the specs on it are crazy, and I think it's a genuinely unique product, and I'm really excited to see what it's like. I'm going to be getting one, and I know it's going to be controversial. I'll make a video on these later. Next up, the new iOS 17. There's quite a few updates coming with this, but I'll go over the main ones. The first one is you can now share AirTags so other people can see them. Super useful. They're also making a better interface for contacts sharing. This is kind of cool. There's a new native Apple journaling app, which is super promising. And then personally, my favorite, this dock mode for your iPhone, which is got a whole bunch of different ways that you could use it, whether it's an alarm clock like this or a smart home hub. This thing's super sick and I'm excited to explore it. Next up, they're releasing the MacBook Air in a 15-inch variant. This is a really big deal because historically you've needed to buy the highest-end MacBook to have access to the 15-inch size. Love this. Next, they're updating the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro, with the main update being the M2 Ultra chip. The M2 Ultra is effectively 2 M2 chips sandwiched together into one chip. The M2 chip alone is one of the most insane on the market, and 2 of them is ridiculous. Can't wait to see the specs on these things. Also, in case you don't know, this is the Mac Studio. It's basically a really big Mac Mini that's beefed out with top specs. Next, there's a new iPad OS. Nothing super exciting here, and it's all very similar to the iPhone OS. There's also, of course, a new Mac OS, with one of the major changes being a big focus on gaming, giving people a lot more access to the graphics processing power for games in their computer, as well as adding better support for controllers and low latency audio. This is really cool. Also, something really silly that I love a lot is they're updating screensavers to be more similar to the Apple TV screensavers, which I absolutely love. There's also going to be a new Apple Watch OS, with one of the major features being able to scroll through your widgets to have them be a lot more dynamic. This is really cool, and I'm excited to see it in practice. Another half Apple TV, half iOS 17 thing is you're now going to be able to FaceTime on your Apple TV using your iPhone. This will be really useful for a few select situations, specifically things like board meetings and cases where there's multiple people talking on one FaceTime. I'm thinking like families FaceTiming overseas or something like that. So that's a real quick high-level summary of all things being released by Apple in the next few months here. If you have anything else you want me to dive deeper on, please let me know. I'm going to be going real deep on these VR AR goggles because I find them super, super interesting. It is very, very rare that Apple tries to break into a new industry like this, and after looking at these things, the specs on them, between the audio, the video, all of the different things, I think they're going to be pretty incredible, and despite the controversy, I'm very excited to pick them up. I think they're going to define whole new ways of working, interacting with the world. I'm just super excited. I can't wait to pick these up. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of y'all.